104.1 KRBE.
Let's go.
Good morning.
The Roula and Ryan Show.
With Eric.
It's about to get all stupid up in here.
Hey, sleepyhead.
Featuring Special K.
Nobody asked you, Kevin.
And Sam.
You've waited long enough.
How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula.
Macaroni and cheese hot dog.
Ryan.
I am the worst DJ ever.
With Eric.
We're the champions of the world.
104.1 KRBE.
Good morning, and welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show. The guys' club is getting smaller and smaller. It's just Eric, Ahmad, and myself this morning.
Special K's on his fancy European trip.
Yeah, Amsterdam right now.
Yeah. Is he already there?
He should be.
Yeah, he left at like 3:30 yesterday.
That's a long flight. I think it's like 10 or 11 hours to get there.
So I assume he probably slept on it, and he's probably out right now, out and about. What would it be there now?
I
8 hours ahead?
don't know. I think it would be this time.
Exactly.
Come on, what's Amsterdam famous for? Two things.
That is true.
It's 1 o'clock in Amsterdam, 1 p.m.
1
Probably
p.m.
have a nice lunch.
Okay.
Got one of those bicycles.
It's pretty green. It's a green lunch for him.
You ever see when they
yeah.
pulled the bikes out of the little, what it was that? It's not a river. Is it a river in between?
It's-
in the middle? What do
It's
they call
like
that?
San Antonio City Walk.
You mean like a
Riverwalk.
water bike is what you're saying?
No,
like,
they have people who have bikes. They
Bicycles.
bike everywhere. It's like Ted Lasso. Remember they did that episode where they were in Amsterdam for a night and stuff, but they show in the news all the time. They pull bikes out. I guess there's so many bikes, people throw them in the
they just throw them in the water?
Canal would it be maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe.
But I'm like, damn, because they're healthy there riding bikes. But here,
I will say
we'll
that.
die here with the heat.
Oh, yeah, you can't handle that.
Can't
But it's
handle that.
weird if you ever go over to Europe and you see businessmen in like suits riding a bicycle to work. And I'm like, wow, that would not happen here.
Oh yeah, you do see that like in France, in Paris.
Uh-huh.
They're on their mopeds and motorcycles too,
Oh, yeah.
in the suits. Everyone looks sharp over there. Like they're all dressed up and they look nice.
Except for they're all smoking
They
cigarettes.
probably smell from the
Yeah,
cigarettes.
yeah.
But you're right.
I mean, like everybody, if you ever go to France, every single person there is smoking a cigarette. And I'm like, oh, God.
They claim their cigarettes are more healthy, though.
There's no such thing as a healthy cigarette.
That's what they say.
Yeah, like Emily in Paris. Isn't there like a bunch of people like from France? They watch that and then they debunk it. Like, we do not do this. We don't do that. It's like,
Oh, dude. Okay, well.
I had a tour guide, and he took us to the restaurant that Emily. I don't watch the show, but
I haven't
apparently
either.
Oh,
This
no?
is the restaurant where they always hang out at. So we went to that restaurant, and I was like,
you're like, doesn't mean any crap to me.
meh. It was really expensive, and the food was like, eh.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not impressed.
I just saw this. 37% of Americans know if their day will suck within 10 minutes of waking up.
Oh, absolutely.
Like you wake up, you just know it's going to be a crap day.
But it's also my fault because I'm like, this is going to be a terrible day. Ugh, I hate this. I hate that.
Well, that's all in the mindset, though.
Right,
You've got to take
exactly.
it and shake it. Get rid of that mindset, and
Exactly.
And then you can change that.
absolutely.
They said poll of 2,000 U.S. adults show morning rituals are key. Like if you're skipping coffee or tea, brushing teeth. If you skip brushing your teeth
Oh, I couldn't do
Well,
that.
Then you just dirty.
or drinking water, you forget to drink your water, it could derail your whole day.
Yeah, every single day I've got my ritual, my routine, and if one little thing is off, it does throw you like kind of off kilter.
Yeah, well, this is weird. The most common routine is brushing your teeth. No crap.
Well, hello.
65% though. Shouldn't that be like 100%?
How can you forget doing that? Like, I wake up, first thing I do is brush my teeth.
I mean, sometimes you're hungover, you're a little depressed, whatever. You forget to brush your teeth. But if
But if you're going to work or
if you're going to a job, yeah,
if you're just staying home, maybe you're going to just sit in your bed all day, I guess.
Exactly.
Even that, I'd feel weird. Feel like-
your mouth starts to feel yucky. You got to just go do something.
Now, have you ever been like halfway to work and realized you've forgotten something? Like obviously you'd go back for your cell phone. Like there's no way. I've been here like 80% of the way here and realized I didn't have my phone. Turned around back,
Wow.
to go to the house
Never.
because there's like no way I can function with what we do without my phone.
I might watch. So deodorant, I know you've
I've driven back for that.
I know you said you
Oh, I keep a deodorant in my office.
I put one
for
in the
that
filing
reason.
cabinet right here. Yeah. Sometimes when you're in a hurry and you're zipping out the door, I always shower every single morning. It's how I kickstart the day. But sometimes
in a hurry, you forget to do that.
I forget one step, and then I'm like, oh, God, I've got to go back. This is a sweater.
The worst is if you're showering, you forget, like, did I wash my hair already?
Oh, yes.
Or just like, or you leave it in. I got out of the shower once. I'm like,
You left the shampoo in?
Yeah, the conditioner or something.
Oh,
'Cause,
no.
you just let your mind wander and you shampooed, and you thought that I can. And then I'm like, what the hell's this? Oh, crap. I got to go back in.
I mean, if you think about it, so much of what we do is muscle memory. We've talked about this on the air before where you're just driving along and the next thing you know, you're like, well, I don't even remember how I got here.
Hey,
Like, I'm like, I don't even remember the drive here. I was like so lost in the music or whatever and just not paying attention.
I know my wife she's been up since like 3:30 or 4.
Not feeling well?
I heard our daughter's going to do this thing called, what's it called? Rush with allergist. They take kids that have allergies or anyone that if you have bad allergies, like she's allergic to like watermelon, peanuts, stuff like, certain things. They do that thing where they do your back for hours.
Oh, yeah. Where they
okay.
put
She
all
did
the little
that.
dots and
She
yeah.
did that. Now today she has to go in for 8 hours.
Ooh.
Every 15 minutes they have to give her 4 shots.
Uh-huh.
And they have to put an IV in her, and just all day. So like, have snacks, lunch, just watch TV on your phone and stuff.
No, where's this at the doctor? Or?
Yeah, the doctor's place.
Okay.
Because basically they're trying to do which is awesome that they have the technology is they're going to do this. It takes like a year. Like you do 8 hours and you do come back a month and do all these things every month or so. But the goal is that you won't be allergic anymore to these things.
Oh, they can overcome the allergies.
Yeah. Or at least at the most, you won't die.
So what do? They slowly introduce
So
it
they
in
might-
minor
yeah.
doses to her so
Yeah.
she can build up
Which
an
is scary
immunity.
to me. It's like, I mean, I know it's a controlled area, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just scary. So we got that going for me today.
Which is
Worried.
nice.
I don't know if they'll even let me in. Like, there's so many people they can put in there. Plus, I don't know if she feels more comfortable with her mom.
Sometimes they do.
You know, you're getting shots every 15 minutes. So
Right.
It might, like as a kid, I might be a little panic stricken if I've got both parents hovering over me.
yeah, I mean, she's
At the
16,
doctor.
but
Oh, that's true.
I just want her to be safe,
That's what every parent wants.
especially when they leave the nest. Is Kevin's favorite word. They're on their own, and then somebody gives them a dessert, and it's got a nut in it
Right.
by accident or something.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
You
my
have to be
God.
super
Have you seen
vigilant.
Hereditary? It's the horror film.
Oh no, I remember it did really well though.
Yeah, the little girl, she has an allergic reaction. Actually, I don't know if I can say this on the radio.
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah,
Well, if you're
she's like-
thinking no, then
Yeah,
don't.
yeah, I won't say it, but it ends very badly for her after
Yeah.
her allergic reaction.
Especially in the
So I would be worried about that.
yeah, especially desserts and stuff you don't know. Or
Right.
I mean,
yeah,
she's
and
really,
she eats a dessert at a party that has nuts and
yeah, stuff happens. So yeah,
Because we as parents, we're always hyper vigilant about that. And then they maybe not see us doing all that legwork ahead of time. You got to make sure
Right.
that they know as well. And then I read these stories. I mean, my God, yesterday happens every year. 9-year-old left in the car, passed away. Mom goes to work at the plant, leaves the child in the
9-month
car.
or 9-year-old.
A 9-year-old. A 9-year-old.
9-year-old couldn't get out.
Yeah. Well, hang on a second. Let me pull up the story real
I figured
quick.
a 9-month would be stuck in the back.
Okay,
A
here
9-year-old
it
would-
is.
you
A girl died yesterday after being left unattended in a car in Galena Park. Now, this is according to Harris County Sheriff Ed Gonzalez. It happened at an industrial complex all along the ship channel just south of Clinton Drive. Gonzalez said that a woman who worked in the facility brought her daughter to work, knowingly left her in the car when her shift began at 6 a.m. The child was left with some water and the window cracked. When the mother checked on the child, she got off work, by the way, around 2 in the afternoon. The 9-year-old was unresponsive. They took her to the hospital. She was pronounced dead. So she left a 9-year-old in the car from 6 a.m. until 2 p.m. So that's 8 hours left alone in a hot car.
You couldn't bring the kid into like the break room or something.
That's what I'm
Is there
thinking.
anything?
So the mother was
How about-
detained, taken in for questioning. It's unclear whether or not she'll face charges.
Yeah,
You should.
I think so. Right?
Yeah.
would
I mean,
hope
like,
so.
when are we going to learn as a society? I mean, first, you have one job when you become a parent. That is to care for your child, to take care of them. That should be the most important thing in your world, always.
absolutely.
Or even 9. Almost, I'd be like, let her stay home.
Yeah.
At least it'll be air conditioning.
Yes. A 9-year-old. I mean, I
know.
was left alone at 9 for
Usually
sure.
like 12 or something, but still,
Yeah.
I mean, you think you're being a good parent by bringing a 9-year-old in your car, cracking the window?
And
How about
leaving
just-
him there with a bottle of water. That's it.
You don't leave the car on with air conditioning? I mean, that sucks too.
Yeah.
It's all bad. Dang.
It just really is. I don't mean to start off on a sour note
we got
here.
some weird listener lines today.
I know,
Yeah.
that's what put me in that
I think that's
mood.
what it is because I was playing these off the air before we began the show.
Did that one real quick, that girl?
Oh, no, I can get that for the next break, okay?
Because I want people to hear this. Is like, this is the stuff we're dealing with. And I'm like,
Yeah, people calling in hysterics. They feel like they're at the end of the rope. And maybe that's what set my tone this morning. Because I'm going through the listener line. We do listen to all your calls, by the way. 713-278-VENT.
Even the weird ones.
Yeah.
but we'd like to help everybody. But this one guy, I'm not sure. Ahmad, do you think?
Mod's suspicious.
I'm suspicious. I'm sorry. It just sounds, the story is, I don't know.
So we'll play that.
We'll debate that. What time do you want to do
probably
that?
20 because I want to try and call the guy. Maybe we can call
Yeah, I'd
him.
like to. Maybe we can help.
I need more information.
Yes, we've got to do a little
I
vetting.
need more info.
People will never understand all the vetting that goes into the show. Like we've got roses or revenge or couples court and
It's a lot of
closure.
work.
There's so much stuff that goes on before these people ever make the airwaves.
And then 8 o'clock we can't do rapid fire because it's just us three.
Yeah, that would
Which
be.
means it'd just be Ahmad versus myself, which we could. We have a 50-50 chance of winning.
No, I'm keeping that chain for
Get an
another
extra-
week.
Do you want to
Thank
just
you.
have like a 6-minute round where I just go through questions?
Can you imagine that 6 minutes? We have each 50 questions.
Oh my God, I'd need like about 500 questions.
Oh hell no! We'll do the no name TV game or no name movie game. We'll
Okay.
figure out which one to do.
I like that.
Because we have who we have Lenny Wilson.
Lainey Wilson.
Lainey Wilson.
Yeah,
tickets.
that's a hot ticket.
That's a hot ticket. So we'll do that at 8.
She puts on such a good show. I saw her at the rodeo.
Yeah, she's just fun. Some people you just cheer for, you know.
Right.
I don't care if you don't like country or if you do like, it's just like
A good show's a good show. That's all that matters.
That show's a good show.
maybe because I saw her in Yellowstone.
Oh, she was in Yellowstone?
Yeah, she's like the girlfriend of one of the ranchers.
Oh.
Not Rip. Rip had Beth.
Yeah.
So Yellowstone, is that completed? Like if I wanted to binge it, there's a beginning and an end. It's done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ending's a little
Spotty. You don't like it?
You can tell what's his name?
Were they rushed it?
Sheridan.
He
What's
wanted
his
to
name?
get to...
He's like, I got other stuff to do. I got the
Yeah.
Stallone show. I got
Yeah.
Tulsa Kings.
Oh, okay.
I got Lioness. I got.
Does he do Tulsa King?
Yeah, he does all.
Oh,
does,
that
he
show's
does
so
that?
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
He does Kings and Mayor of the
Mayor of Kingstown?
Mayor of
Oh, with
Kingstown.
Jeremy Renner.
That's really good. That's one of those you don't think.
That's going to be
a
my
pick,
next.
man. That's like, I think the new season was out. I gotta go look. But if you're looking for something good, because the name sucks. You're like, why is it called Mayor of Kingstown? Kingstown is basically it's a prison. And
Oh, it is.
And he's the
Warden?
mayor. No, he's like the go-between. He used to be in prison, him and his brother, and they keep the peace between the guards, police, and the gangs. And so he's working with everybody.
Oh,
and things
that does
happen.
sound
Yeah,
good.
it's really good. So highly recommend that one. It's just a terrible name because you think I don't want to see a political
Yeah, that's what I was
mayor,
thinking.
but no, it's not like that at all.
Okay, so coming up next in Celebrity Scoop, what do you guys want to handle here?
Well, there's some audio of Green Day getting trolled by a fan. That's pretty funny. Keith Urban calls into an Australian radio show, his home country, and hangs up on them because they asked a question about what's it like watching your wife, Nicole Kidman, have relations with other men.
Ooh, yeah, that's not.
And then if we have time, Travis Kelce also talks about the hardest part of hosting SNL, which is interesting what the part he picked as the hardest. So lots of audio, lots of fun stuff to talk about.
All right, it's going to be a hot day, high in the low 90s, 93, 94 maybe. Right now, 78 degrees, 6:14 on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
Good morning.
Time for your daily scoop. Celebrity Scoop.
KRBE's Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
All right, brought to you by Taqueria Arandas. Roula is out, Sam is out, Kevin is out. You've got Eric, Ahmad, and myself this morning.
We have, two people in Europe.
Yes?
Yeah, actually.
One's in Greece, one's in,
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam, Kevin.
Uh-huh.
Sam's at home with their beautiful baby.
Yup.
And Ahmad is with us, two babies. So
Sorry about that.
Sorry, Ahmad. You have
I'm
to watch
trying
this.
my best, keep
doing
the
great.
kids rallied.
But Green Day, they have a tradition. I'm sure you guys know this. I'm sure Ahmad's a big Green Day fan. They always.
I have their T-shirt. That's all I can say.
Well, there you go. Everyone has T-shirts now of bands that they have no idea. And so many kids love Nirvana. I never knew that were 14 years old.
Love Nirvana and Wu-Tang Clan.
Well, their tradition is they bring someone on stage, they hand them a guitar, and they let them play along on Good Riddance.
Okay.
But it backfired, and here's what happened.
Okay, D minor. You told me you could play this one. Nice try. Nice try.
He started playing Oasis, Wonderwall.
Oh my gosh.
That wasn't their
what it
song.
was?
Yeah. They're playing it now that you know. I was going
Now
to tell you
I know,
before,
yeah,
but I
'cause
wanted
I
to
couldn't
see.
figure out what it
figure
was.
out what the song is.
Okay, D minor. You told me you could play this one.
Oh, yeah.
The baby.
Gotta be the one that
Nice try. Nice try.
saves me. That's cute.
Then he played. Liam Gallagher responded to the clip and said that was the best song of the night for them.
Liam Gallagher is the leader of Oasis.
Aren't they performing?
Oasis is
With,
back together on a reunion tour right now.
Is it this month they're supposed to come? Or
Don't know. Are they even coming to America?
I thought they're doing like New York and L.A.
Just
or
a
something.
few select.
Like 4 cities or something.
You know, the funny thing is about Oasis, I brought them on stage at Numbers a million years ago.
Oh, and that's
And-
crazy.
Yeah.
Did
And
they hate each other then?
Oh, yeah. You could tell. Like backstage, there was definitely like the two brothers, you know, are front the band.
Yeah.
Liam and Noel Gallagher.
yeah.
And yeah, they're always at each other's throats. I don't know, man. How could you have how could you be in a band with your sibling who you can't stand?
I guess it's easier because it's your sibling. You can
Right.
The boundaries are a little bit different.
Because there's a rock band called the Black Crowes where the two brothers run the band and they can't stand each other. They've gotten into fights
Did they
on
leave,
stage.
quit or something?
Yeah, I think
And-
they got back together now.
Yeah, they're back now.
But yeah, they've literally had fist fights on stage.
By the way, Oasis is only going to Chicago, New Jersey, and Pasadena, California.
Oh, well. Wow.
So not a lot of shows in America.
Well, if you go to Chicago, be careful because they were voted number 1 with 5 years in a row for bed bugs. So just
I think they got bigger problems with bed bugs, though.
yeah, but
Bed bugs are getting shot.
No, yeah, but bed bugs are going to happen in all the hotels and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks. Travis Kelce. Remember, he's hosted SNL, at least once, maybe twice. But he talks on his own podcast about the hardest thing to do at SNL. And it's
Okay.
to me, because I just love the behind the scenes of SNL stuff. I love to hear how people try out. I love watching the videos like Jimmy Fallon, his audition tape. And just type in SNL audition
On YouTube?
on YouTube. You can see pretty much all of them, and it's pretty cool to see them start out with these characters that end up being iconic characters down the road. But then it's just a little quick idea.
Because a lot of these performers, they'll be part of a comedy troupe, whether it be Second City or Groundlings or whatever it might be, and they develop these characters prior to SNL,
And
and
then
then
they
they
bring
bring
it to
them to
them.
the show. If you watch that Pee Wee, if you watch that Pee Wee Herman documentary that's on Netflix,
Yep.
it's really interesting because
I've been meaning to watch
It's
that.
good.
Pee Wee was one of the characters he created at the Groundlings.
He's a little bit of a pill though.
Oh yeah,
Man, that guy would be annoying. You don't realize how much of cocky he is.
but he was a nice guy. We had the chance to meet him at Comic-Con in New York City.
I'm
and he's
sure he
just a
calmed down. But,
sweet
but in
fellow.
this though, as
Oh, yeah.
him now it's like he's such a jerk to the.
Yeah.
He wanted to direct everything.
Yeah, and
But-
also he stole Pee Wee from his boyfriend. So
Oh yeah. Well, he tried to give him props. His
he
boyfriend.
did
Yeah.
give him props.
Yeah, he did.
give him
Very good.
props.
But here's Travis talking
Okay,
about
sorry.
the hardest part of being on SNL.
Table reading for a guy that can't really read that well.
Same. Preach.
It was kind of a situation. And I felt like I was just like trying to like get through the reading instead of actually like acting it out and giving it a voice and giving it a character and things like that. Like I was just focused on just don't skip this line.
Yeah.
The silly stuff, the funny stuff, the comedy, I just feel so much more comfortable. There was still like a sense of like, I need to be a professional here. I don't want to I want to take advantage of this, but like, I want to have fun doing it, but I don't want to look like a loser doing this. Like,
Yeah.
I want to make them respect like my approach and how I'm like taking it serious.
He's definitely the jock that I would pick in popcorn reading. Like, do you know what popcorn
I know.
reading is?
No, it's popcorn
So
reading.
the teacher will have a book, and you'll read a little bit, and then she'll tell you to pick the next person. I always pick the jock that couldn't read, that bullied me in the hallway, just to embarrass him.
Oh, yeah, just to get even with him.
Yeah.
Because he'll beat your butt in the locker.
Yeah,
Or-
exactly. But you can't pronounce potentially, or, you know, like.
Yeah, no, I think that'd be scary, man, because you got to host that. You got 1 week. He's an athlete. He's not an actor. You have to go out there, try and memorize the stuff, know where you're supposed to be. You got to find
Hitting
your mark.
yeah.
Because there's all lighting and stuff.
Like if you are in a theater, sometimes you can see the tape on the floor where they've got to be standing.
Right.
I was watching something yesterday. I just turned the channel. Paul Rudd was on. Paul Rudd had a show with a bunch of ex-Kansas City Royal players because he's a big Kansas City fan. And he was just telling them, because they asked him, they go, you know, since you're in movies, can you really enjoy movies? And he goes, well, I kind of enjoy them, but now it's because the magic is gone. He knows he's been in Ant-Man. He's done all these movies, so he knows when you're watching the show, he knows what's going on behind the scenes. And he says that's why he loves sports so much, because sports is the ultimate drama. You never know what's going to happen. Something crazy could happen in sports. That's why a lot of
That makes
actors.
sense.
Somebody asked, he said, Michael Douglas, remember him? Mm-hmm. They asked Michael Douglas, what shows do you like to watch? He goes, I watch sports.
That's what he says?
I can't watch movies and TV because I'm too close to it.
Yeah, so many actors, they will never watch their show. I mean, think about it. You're working 18 hours a day sometimes on a project. When you have free time, you're not really going to want to go and watch the finished product at home. You want to get away from all
Or
that.
it's like White Lotus. They film their scenes separately because it's different stories. So they'll go watch the show and be like, "Oh, that's what was happening on the
Yeah,
other
because they
side."
have no idea what's happening in other
Yeah,
scenes.
exactly.
Yeah, why would you? Would you really want to sit down and read the script of everybody else's characters
Right.
when you're not working?
But if you want to know what's going on, if it links to you, I guess you would. Right? Like you want to
Yeah,
know what
you would wanna know.
You want to know where your character's going to go,
Right.
or would you not want to know?
I don't know. If I've worked all day long and I've got a free moment, I don't want to work on work.
Yeah, that's true. Good point. But it's like in radio. Like when I listen to like some shows, there's a lot of shows like in Houston, they'll do a topic and then they'll play like 3 songs and then they'll have callers and they'll say, okay, we're back to that topic. And then you can hear them playing like they've recorded it during the break.
Oh, yeah.
Which is nothing wrong
They'll,
with that.
they'll take the callers because they're afraid to go
I
live.
can definitely tell when that's the case.
Yeah, like we can tell, no one else can.
Right, no
That's
one
true.
else can.
When I
yeah.
watch,
I can hear. I was like, oh, I can just.
you can hear an edit.
Or you can just tell what's going on because we're in the business and stuff, and
Yeah.
they want to just take out, because sometimes we have people that go on and talk a long time, and
For sure.
it's hard because you want to let people speak,
Right.
but then sometimes listeners are texting, "Shut him up, Eric! Shut him up!" I'm like, I'm not going to cut him off, and then if I
Well,
cut
at a
someone
certain
off.
point,
then
they
yell
start
it up.
sounding like, that starts going on in your head because they're just droning on too long.
And
To
they're
me, it's-
texting in like, Ahmad, why did you let this person through?
Yeah, then you get the shrimp.
All right. So one thing that we do like to do is go completely live with callers. Why don't we do this? Like normally we do an open phone Friday,
Yep.
but right now the airwaves.
This is kind of our Friday.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah.
we're going to be
Yeah.
off for 4th of July.
Yep.
So
I'd love to open it up. What usually happens, Ryan, though, is I open up the phones.
nobody
We
takes the bait.
No one takes the bait at first, then we talk about it, then they call in. So this is your chance. It's kind of like DQA. If you want to ask us anything, it's just the boys club here.
Hey.
Yeah.
Ryan, Ahmad, Eric, we'll tell you whatever
Completely
you want to know.
unfiltered. If there's ever anything on your mind, or if you've ever even wanted to be on the radio, now's as good a time as any.
Maybe you're doing
because
something this weekend that's fun.
Yeah.
4th of July weekend, you're doing something cool. You're going on vacation.
You want to give props to somebody.
You're in Amsterdam, like Kevin.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for him to call after the hash brownie kicks in.
Oh my God.
So he said he's been putting stuff on Instagram. I'm going to go look here during the break.
I'll check it out too.
Radio, what is it? Radio Special K?
At Radio
Yes.
Special K.
Yep.
All right, so 833-390-KRBE. You can call us about anything if you want to be on the air. Now's your chance. 833-390-5723. We'll hear from you next on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
One 104.1.
KRBE.
Our lines are open at 833-390-KRBE. That's 833-390-5723.
What makes radio so much fun? Like TV, they have to write a script, they have to go and they have to, practice it, they have to film it, and it takes forever. Here, we have ideas, or we just, it's like improv. We don't have any idea what's going to happen next. Ahmad, I just told him, just answer the phones, just fill them up. Don't tell us anything.
Yep. Going blind is how behind the scenes, we call it flying
Sometimes
blind.
there's a screen here where he can type in from another room to Roula. That's why Roula sometimes will say something, and Ryan or I said it, and she wasn't listening because she's trying to see what the next caller is.
Yep. We're all like multitasking behind the scenes.
There's still a few more spaces here. 833-390-5723 if you want to call in. And let's start right now. Who you got?
Sonia, she's doing something pretty cool with her son.
All right. Hey, Sonia.
Hey, good morning.
Hey. Good morning. What do you want to share with us?
Oh, when y'all came on, and my son and I had just gotten on 45 on a mother-son road trip.
Oh, nice. Those are fun. Where are you going?
So we're going to west of Fort Worth. My son's best friend, who was literally across the street from us, he moved a couple of months ago, and we're going to go visit him for the first time.
Oh, is he sad, though, to not, that his friend left? Because that was my biggest fear as a kid, that my best friend would move.
Oh, he had a really rough time. So that's why I have made the intention. So they've come to we're in Pearland, so they've come to Pearland to visit us, and now it's our turn to go on and see them and visit them. So
I like Fort Worth. You're going to have fun there. Let's go to the stockyards. The kids will have fun.
What are the stockyards?
Like there's Billy Bob's over there, and it's got all the they bring the cattle out there, and it's just fun. It's just fun food.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think you're like downtown Fort Worth is really nice.
It is. I love that. What do you call that? The little. It's like a reverse waterfall. I don't know where you go down into it.
Yeah, I forget the name.
What is that thing called?
It's really cool. Go enjoy it, and I'm glad he gets to see his best friend.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. You made this trip just a little bit more enjoyable.
Oh, thank you.
Drive safe. Don't speed.
Right,
when you get to Ennis, be careful.
Oh, yeah, always.
Is that where the police
speed
are?
trap.
Ennis and Corsicana are the worst.
Once you hit Corsicana, then Ennis, they're just waiting.
Just obey the speed limit for
Especially
sure.
they see a Houstonian, they're like, oh, yeah.
And they'll get you if you're going like 2 miles over the speed limit.
Yeah, and with the yellow jacket on the water tower.
Exactly.
Let's go
It
to
looks like it's doing
Kobe.
something weird, that
I
yellow
know
jacket.
what you're saying.
You get a chance, look at it. It's very
It's
odd.
like Skits Creek.
Yeah.
Let's go to Kobe. He has a question about roses.
All right. Hey, Kobe.
Hey, what's going on, Eric?
How you doing, buddy?
Kobe, what's up?
Oh, I'm good. What's good? I've been trying to talk to you guys for the longest.
Awesome. Well, now you can. Go ahead. What do you want to talk about?
I always wonder, every time Roula's on doing roses, sometimes I know you guys get bad episodes. What do you guys do with that? Or do you guys ever trash those or archive those?
There's a couple things. Ryan can explain one that we do with our road shows.
Okay, so some of them don't make the airwaves, and some of them, honestly, nobody picks up, or it rings 100 times.
Or a lot of times, we'll get where it works out, and then we play those, and you guys get mad at us.
Yeah. But
listeners will be like, "This sucks." I'm like, "What? What am I gonna do?"
They're
You
like,
can't
where's
win.
the drama?
Yeah.
There's been 2 or 3 that were so awful that we couldn't air them, and we brought them to the road show.
When he means
played them
awful,
there.
he means like
so profane.
yeah, really dirty.
I mean, it was really bad. And we're like, can't do that.
That's why when we do the road shows, we bring those out. People love them because Ryan works really hard and he puts images up there with the call.
Yeah, we'll put some animation in there.
So, someday
That's hard.
Mumbles recorded all those.
I mean, has anyone ever belittled Roula, just make you guys feel so crappy sometimes?
Yeah,
I'm sure that happens all the time.
Oh, they're like, yeah.
Oh yeah, they'll
You're
attack.
laughing at
we've
our
been
pain
torn
That's the
or
one thing about
whatever.
us. We got thick skin.
You have to do this.
In this business, you got to be able to take the hits. If you take the good, you got to take the bad, right?
Right.
And if we're lucky, it's mostly good.
Let's go to Catherine.
If it was all bad, then I'd be really depressed.
Catherine on line 3 has a question about our radio careers.
Okay.
Hey, Catherine.
Hi, good morning. I've been a fan of you guys for 20 years.
Oh my
love
gosh,
it.
thank you.
What about the other 2? No.
Yeah.
What's your
I was
question?
pretty young. My mom started playing you guys when I was 10.
Smart mom.
My question is, what's the coolest opportunity you guys have had because of radio?
Ooh, the
Coolest
coolest.
opportunity. Like, because we're doing this, we got to meet so-and-so.
Like celebrities, that's fun to go, like, meet them. Like, I got to hang out with Tom Cruise when I was in Dallas. That was fun to hang out with him. And that guy is, like, he knows how to work people, man.
Yeah.
He'd come in here right now and you guys would love him. Like, he would look
Just charming.
at you. Ahmad, he'd be talking about your life. He doesn't want to talk about himself. He'll talk about you, which is so smart. And he really cares. And he's an actor. He's a good actor. So if he's lying, he's good at it.
Right.
But I think stuff like that, like going to trips, like where you got to take the whole show to the Bahamas with listeners. What year was that? 2017?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's been 8 years now.
And that was just so much fun to be able to go on a trip with people that listen to us and love us and we love them. That's pretty awesome.
Like, for me, I think it's the most, and while it's really interesting to meet famous people and all that, it's just some of the just ordinary people put in extraordinary situations and things that they've overcome, and realizing that, oh my God, we're all kind of the same. We're all kind of like in the same boat together, and how people overcome certain obstacles. So to me, that's the greatest gift.
I do love, like, when we do Believe It or Not or True Crime, just to hear people, Houstonians that are, we're all just shopping at Kroger, H-E-B, we're just trying to make a living, and crazy things like Ryan says happen to them.
And it makes you realize that no matter how bad your day is, there's somebody driving into the med center right now fighting for their life, or somebody just lost somebody. And I think that's what's so great about the show, because it's kind of escapism, but it's also we acknowledge what's happening. And it just feels like a community.
I love that part, community. Like, there's so many shows now, which is sad, in radio that are syndicated, which means they're not even from Houston. Like, I know some stations that pump shows in from St. Louis or New York and put them in Houston. And it's like, what? Why?
They think it's like one size fits all.
And then
it's like,
they
no,
lie,
it's not like that.
They lie. Oh, no, funny's funny, which, I mean, I know, TV, they don't have a Modern Family for Houston. I get that, but I just feel like radio is so much more personal.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a different level, and we let you guys share your stories. We share our stories about our life and living here. That's why we've had opportunities to take this show and make it national. But I mean, with our iPhone here and our app, we are national. We have people listening all over the country. Yeah, global. So, I love talking about Houston. I love being here, part of the community.
That's my favorite part.
Take a quick second to go to Marcos. He always tries to call in for, I went to the doctor for this. And
okay.
Yeah, so let's get his story in. What's up, Marcos?
knows because he takes all the calls, so he knows.
Okay.
And usually it's because their phone sucks if they can't get in. So we'll see. We'll find out.
Marcos, what's up?
Hey, my phone does not suck. Ahmad was like, "Oh man, I wanted your story. We're out of time. That's what happened."
That does happen. We do like to ramble on. Sorry. Go ahead. What you got, buddy?
So, I went to to an eye doctor, an optometrist. An ophthalmologist, and then I ended up going to the emergency room and got diagnosed with multiple sclerosis.
What? Wow. How did that happen?
Just by looking in your eye?
It started with vision problems. I'm driving one day to work, and I'm looking to my right, and I can't make out. I see that there's the tires, but I can't see the vehicle, so I didn't feel comfortable merging. So I'm like, man, I need a new prescription. My eyes just got worse.
Oh, man.
And then I go to, America's Best, and, just to get a quick, new pair of glasses or whatever, and, go to pick it up, and I hate it. I can't see a thing. It's worse than the glasses I currently have. So then I went to see a real eye doctor, an ophthalmologist, and she checks out my eyes. She's like, I can't see nothing wrong with your eyes. And I'm all depressed, but I'm like, I still can't. Something on my field of view on the right was giving me a hard time. All I kept seeing was, like, you ever stare at a light, and when you turn away, you see, like, a green glow?
Oh, yeah.
Like a halo effect type
that
thing?
after image, yeah.
Or that weird thing when you look,
That's what I kept seeing on the right, but on and off. And so before I go, she wants to do this one more test. She puts me in this, like, machine and stick my head in there. Field of view test, I think is what it's called.
Okay.
And so I failed this test, and she's like, "Hey, I need you to go to the emergency room right now."
Oh.
At the time I was 35, and she's like, "It looks like you had a stroke."
Oh my gosh.
Huh? Holy crap.
So I was like, I'm 35. Why would I have a stroke? I mean, I know I don't eat all that great, but
Still.
So she's like, I already called the hospital down the street, and give them a warning. So I go to this hospital, and I'm laughing at the reception. Look, my eye doctor just said I had a stroke. I went from the receptionist to a bed in like less than 5 minutes.
Whoa.
How long were you there?
It was on a Friday, so I was there till Sunday or Monday.
Wow, so you went from you just wanted eyeglasses, and then all of a sudden you found out you had MS?
Wow.
How are you doing now, man?
They did an MRI, and it turns out I had lesions in my brain, and I was like surprised. And you know, if you ever had a lumbar puncture, well, yeah, it ain't fun when
they gotta
residents
put the needle in your spine.
Oh, oof.
Yeah.
Dude.
So these residents who never done it before, I felt like I was electrocuted at least 3 times.
Oh, you
get shocked.
Did they charge you? Do you get a discount? Do you get a discount for that, do you think? If you got a rookie doing it? Like, you know what I mean? I'd be like, all right, if this guy's never done it before, then I get like 60% off.
Yeah, no kidding.
Right?
No, for real, like my mom.
I know they got to learn, but I don't want to be this.
When my mom had my youngest sister, there were a bunch of students like taking care of the birth. She had to go back to the hospital 3 days after coming home.
Oh, wow.
Because they screwed something
So
up.
yeah, that's what I'd be like. Did she get anything for that?
Not that I know of.
Hell no. It's like you go to get a haircut at those colleges, right?
Oh, yeah. The beauticians, they train.
Oh,
You can
hell no.
Hey, you
Like
still
half
get a good haircut.
It's cheaper, right?
Yeah.
I'm not
One
risking that.
sideburns missing, but hey, that's okay.
They got to learn. Not on
There's
me.
always hats.
Let me come back. I saw this. The perfect 4th of July must have these 4 things.
Okay.
So,
mandatory.
Yep. And I want you guys to think about what is that one thing you have to have on the 4th of July to make it the most perfect 4th of July ever.
All right, we'll find out what that is next on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric and 104.1 KRBE.